Officer Drew Peterson, a life in blue, the Chicago suburb of Bolingbrook, Illinois, a place where life seemed ordinary, predictable. Patrolling its streets was Drew Peterson, a seasoned police sergeant. He was a familiar face, a symbol of authority in his crisp uniform. He had a swagger, a confidence that commanded attention. But behind that facade, a darkness lurked. Peterson, a charmer with a quick wit, had been married multiple times. 3 wives had come and gone, each union ending in divorce. Whispers about his personal life followed him, but nothing concrete ever stuck. He remained on the force, seemingly untouchable. Then came Kathleen Savio, his 4th wife. Their marriage was tumultuous, marked by arguments and accusations of infidelity. The divorce was messy, bitter. Kathleen feared Peterson, confided in friends about her concerns, but her fears would tragically go unheeded. October 2007. Drew Peterson, now remarried to a much younger woman named Stacy, seemed to have moved on. But the whispers about his past grew louder when Stacy disappeared without a trace. She was young, vibrant, a mother of 2. Her sudden vanishing sent shockwaves through the community. Peterson claimed Stacy had left him for another man, that she was simply starting a new life. But her family didn't believe it. Stacy would never abandon her children, they argued. Something was terribly wrong. As days turned into weeks, the suspicion surrounding Drew Peterson intensified. The media descended upon Bolingbrook, eager to unravel the mystery of the missing wife. Peterson, initially cooperative, soon lawyered up, his demeanor shifting from charming to evasive. The community watched, a sense of unease settling over them. The investigation into Stacy Peterson's disappearance hit a wall. No sign of her, no leads, just a husband with a history of rocky relationships and a convenient alibi. But then, a chilling detail emerged. 3 years before Stacy vanished, Kathleen Savio, Peterson's 3rd wife, had been found dead in her bathtub. Her death, initially ruled an accidental drowning, now took on a sinister new light. Pressure mounted to re-examine Kathleen's case. Had authorities overlooked something crucial? Was her death a tragic accident, or could it be something far more sinister? The possibility that Drew Peterson, the once respected officer, could be involved in the disappearance of his current wife and the death of his previous one sent a collective shiver down the spines of those following the case. With growing suspicion, authorities made the difficult decision to exhume Kathleen Savio's body. The exhumation, a somber affair, marked a turning point in the investigation. A team of forensic experts meticulously examined her remains, searching for any clue that might have been missed years earlier. The findings were shocking. The original autopsy had ruled Kathleen's death an accidental drowning. However, the new examination revealed inconsistencies. The injuries on her body, previously attributed to a slip and fall in the bathtub, were now deemed suspicious. Experts concluded that Kathleen's injuries were more consistent with a struggle, a violent confrontation. The evidence pointed to homicide. Section 5. The walls close in. Peterson's web of lies unravels. The investigation into Kathleen Savio's death intensified. Witnesses came forward, some claiming that Peterson had tried to hire a hitman to kill Kathleen before her death. Others revealed that Kathleen had confided in them, expressing her fear of her ex-husband. The pieces of the puzzle were starting to fit. Drew Peterson maintained his innocence, but his story began to crumble under the weight of mounting evidence. His alibi for the night of Stacy's disappearance fell apart. His attempts to deflect blame and control the narrative came across as desperate, calculated. The once charming officer was now the prime suspect in 2 separate investigations, his true nature seemingly revealed. Section 6. A community in fear, the chilling effect. The case sent shockwaves through Bolingbrook and beyond. The idea that a police officer, someone sworn to protect and serve, could be capable of such heinous acts was deeply unsettling. Fear and mistrust permeated the community. Neighbors questioned everything they thought they knew about Drew Peterson, wondering if they had been living alongside a monster. The case also raised questions about the justice system itself. Had authorities overlooked crucial evidence in Kathleen Savio's death the first time around? Did Peterson's status as a police officer afford him any special treatment? The case became a stark reminder that even those in positions of power are not above the law. Section 7. Guilty justice for Kathleen, but where is Stacy? In 2012, after a highly publicized trial that captivated the nation, Drew Peterson was found guilty of the murder of Kathleen Savio. The verdict, a resounding victory for the prosecution, offered some solace to Kathleen's family. Justice, though delayed, had been served. However, the case remained bittersweet. Stacy Peterson was still missing, her fate unknown. Despite the conviction, Peterson refused to reveal any information about her whereabouts. The question of what happened to Stacy continued to haunt her family and the community. Section 8, Life Behind Bars, Peterson's Final Chapter. Drew Peterson was sentenced to 38 years in prison for Kathleen Savio's murder. He maintained his innocence, even attempting to appeal his conviction, but his appeals were denied. The once respected officer was now a convicted murderer, his life and career in ruins. Behind bars, Peterson remained a figure of fascination and revulsion. He continued to make headlines, granting interviews and even writing a book about his case, all the while proclaiming his innocence. But his attempts to control the narrative from prison proved futile. The evidence against him was overwhelming, his guilt undeniable. Section 9, The Legacy of a Killer, Lessons Learned, Lives Forever Changed. The case of Drew Peterson left an indelible mark on all those involved. It exposed the dark side of power, the vulnerability of domestic violence victims, and the flaws within the justice system. It also highlighted the importance of perseverance, of never giving up hope in the search for truth and justice. Though Stacy Peterson remains missing, her case continues to serve as a reminder of the countless unsolved missing persons cases across the country. Her story, forever intertwined with that of Kathleen Savio, serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder that even in the most ordinary of places, darkness can lurk, and monsters can wear familiar faces. The legacy of Drew Peterson, the cop who almost got away, is a chilling reminder that justice, though sometimes elusive, is worth fighting for. And for the families of his victims, the pursuit of answers of closure continues.